Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We got a win streak of -2, which is extremely deserved. Let's random roll. And it's not an Azazel roll. Oh my god. It's the Lost again. H4JF, my name is Jeff. TEFV, I see the TEF. Okay, don't. Yeah, alright, let's stop that. I know you gotta unlock the online NBA Playgrounds. How long does it take, though? There you go. So now I'm leaving Skype messages. So we're in the midst of a little bit of an early docket planning today. Resume game. Let's go. Yeah, it's the Lost. Honestly, the Lost doesn't intimidate me. Maybe it should. But I don't think that it should. As long as we don't completely capitulate early, we should be fine. Honestly, and people in the last non-daily that went up probably thought I was, blowing smoke with this, but it's actually more fragile to be Azazel early. Sorry, not Azazel, that's ridiculous. It's more fragile to be Judas early than it is to be the Lost. The Lost has like way too much resiliency to be concerned about early death. We should be fine. We gotta get to this item room first, though. And now I've accidentally started an argument on Skype about whether it's good to leave online functionality locked behind single-player game content in order to ensure a certain level of proficiency in the single-player game content when you get online. I.e., should Madden force you to play like one exhibition game offline to go online so that you're not trashed when you get there? In my opinion, no, but at the same time, I am a streamer who wants to download the game, boot it up, and have it live within 2 seconds because, doing prep work, that sort of thing isn't my bag, baby. Here, I actually am gonna have to close Skype, though. It's freaking... Okay, I brought it on myself. It's important to remember. Let's go. Alright, heads in the game. Nothing to worry about. Eager to get something from this item room. Hey, here's something that's important to keep in note, by the way. Last time we had a Lost run, we might have been so strong that we still have Isaac-based highway blindness, i.e. IB-HB, actually. I'll take it for the super bum chance, but i.e. we might have been so strong that I don't play appropriately on this run because I feel like I'm stronger than I actually am. It's like a little bit Dunning-Kruger effect, but for the Lost specifically. So what we are going to do here is fight Larry Jr., who is... That was 4 Larry Jr.'s. That's fine. 4 Larry Jr.'s is not, like, outrageous. Or maybe it's 3 Larry Jr.'s. 2 normal size, 1 really long. But when I first walked into that room, it was like an upside-down Tetris board of despair. So I'm happy that turns out it's maybe not as problematic as it originally appeared, but it's okay. Larry Jr., he's no problem. How many times have we had to fight this guy first? Hundreds at the very least at this point. We want damage, not HP. Damage, not HP. Utility's fine too, but there's better damage items on bosses. You got me reeling from that one. That's okay, though. Just 1 extra item to get D4'd if the situation warrants it. Curse of the Lost is effectively completely irrelevant. As long as we don't accidentally go to too many rooms that pose risk. This is this is what I live for on Lost runs, is the second floor deal with the devil, knowing everything's gonna be free. It's really the dice roll. You should, with Holy Mantle, even with 0 HP, have a great chance to live to this point on an average run, even if you don't get anything else useful. Not to, shame you. I mean, did you see how many Azazel runs I lost? Or Judas runs I lost? I just did an Azazel daily, which is why I'm constantly getting them confused here. Okay, goodbye D4. And hello Huge stat upgrade from Dim Bulb, and then also Guppy's Head, and then also closing in on the Guppy transformation, but also Guppy's Head is a pretty useful item to begin with, so feeling pretty stoked about this. We do have a bomb now, so we should blow this up and hope for small rock. 2 bombs, that's okay. 2 bombs! Honey, do you see that up in the sky? Well, that's nothing, it's just a little prick. I can't let my mini-me get sick in the cold harshness of space. It's from Austin Powers 2, The Spy Who Shagged Me. As opposed to all the other Austin Powers 2s. Dude, we have great stats when Dim Bulb is active. It's actually like a market increase. And the fact that we get 2 luck out of it is just the icing on the cake, really. Take the Eternal Heart for no reason. We did have the chance to buy a broken modem. I don't understand the value proposition of that item. That's a different thing than saying I don't think it has a good value proposition. I really just don't understand it. But anyway, what I was going to say before we got Guppy's Guppy's head and got sort of sidetracked here is that this is where you're rolling the dice. Is this first floor, second floor deal with the devil. If you get Krampus, if you haven't gotten anything else up to that point, which no longer describes us, stand an okay chance to die. There's not a whole lot you can do about that except dodge really well and, you know, predict what kind of shot Krampus is going to shoot. Maybe you got some bombs you can use to, you know, close the gap. Or you could have what happened to us on our last run, and you could get 3 Guppy items, and because deals with the devil are always free as the Lost, you know, you're pretty much unstoppable from that point onwards. We only need 2 Guppy items this time, so it should definitely be doable. PJ's is no statistical change for us because we can't accrue Spirit Hearts. The speed downgrade is largely irrelevant. Let's get out of here. I'm happy with Dark Matter, but, and to be honest with you, I'm happy with Multidimensional Baby as well, but it is fair to say that maybe a little underwhelmed. It's very strange. We have fought no other rooms of combat between 2 boss fights. That doesn't happen very often. Basically, you had to go. That was extremely scary. So now we got eyes on this guy, so we don't have to worry as much. As long as we know where he is, he's easy to combat. Okay, so this is also good. A Tears upgrade is very nice. No Krampus, please. No Krampus. Okay, so we got Maw of the Void, and we got Little Brim. Both of these are good. They synergize with each other, and Maw of the Void is a damage upgrade. We don't really want the Demon Hearts, but the ability to deal extra damage as a result is pretty good. As a result of having Maw of the Void. Okay, sure, you know. At this point, I don't think we need to go for any of those other items. You can take Curse of the Tower, by the way. There's kind of no reason not to take Curse of the Tower. Because if we've taken damage, we've already lost. Unless we come back as, you know, Judas' Shadow or Lazarus or something. What makes you larger? You know, it's irrelevant. People tell me that I underrate What Makes You Larger, which... Not people as if it's like a large swath of the population, but I've had people be like, you really underrate What Makes You Larger. It doesn't actually increase the size of your hitbox, it just makes the model larger. There's no positive to that. Maybe it's not quite as bad mechanically as I've made it out to be, but it really possesses no benefit to the best of my knowledge. And beyond that, even if it doesn't adjust your hitbox, which I believe that it doesn't, it does lead to some confusion just visually about where your hitbox actually resides. 2020. Dude, well, I find most items are better if you actually pick them up, but we're crushing it here. This is awesome. Let's get the heck out of town. I would like to get a speed upgrade, because even with... I mean, I know we took a speed downgrade pill, but even with our dim bulb being active, like, almost all the time, it's not that fast. 1.38 speed is low enough to be like, I would like to change that. Using this, though. We really did strike gold on this Guppy's head pickup early. It's one of the best spacebar items in the game, pretty much full stop. And then, you know, combine that with the fact that we have Dim Bulb, which means that we're going to get the stat bonus from Dim Bulb constantly. I figured you'd check it. Like, unless we walk into a fire or something at the end of this room, we should be completely fine. So what would I love to see now? Straight up, you know, car battery. Dude, that's lovely. 6 flies instead of the 1. What I would love to see is Goat Head. Selfishly, you know, getting free deals with the devil all the time would be really, really nice. Probably very useful. Great chance to turn us into Guppy. Guppy is, I mean, 6 flies per room is enough to not need Guppy for fly generation, but it's always nice. Beyond that, 9 lives is essentially an instant game winner for us. Now the question is, do we want to go into our cursed room here? The odds of us getting hit are so low. And the odds of becoming Guppy as a result of going to that cursed room are pretty good. We gotta try it. Even, like, as I said, I've gotta try it. In my head, I was like, you don't have to try it. Well, the Alga's rune is nice. Could also just leave. Yeah, hold blank rune. And as the Lost, it's kind of an interesting proposition, isn't it? Because we could use the blank rune to become algized. Maybe not the right way to describe that. I'm excited is pretty bad. But, you know, with this many flies, I'm excited about I'm excited. I'm excited because it gives us the opportunity to show what we're worth. Barricano. That's, I think that's the Gauze? I can't remember. Probably a secret room. Something's wrong. 1-up. Okay, 1-up is really, really, really nice. Any kind of life that can bring you back from the brink. It's valuable on a run like this. Hey. Don't get any big ideas, mister. But yeah, blank rune's kind of a shot in the dark, but it's not like we really needed the, what, infinity bombs? That was our other option, is 2 of bombs used late in the game. Fairly inconsequential. But what would be very consequential is a deal with the devil, which we did not get. However, life goes on. We're way ahead of schedule. Boss rush is a possibility. If that has, like, Dark Judas or something on it, I'm loving life. This is another very winnable Lost run. And it's true that the Lost, you know, not what it used to be in terms of, like, difficulty. I think what has changed with the Lost rebalancing is, admittedly, it cheapens getting 1,001% and all the other, you know, whatever god achievements. That's fine, though. You know, I think that I would sacrifice bragging rights for, like, I beat it on the old version of the Lost before I would sacrifice the Lost being, like, an actually viable and interesting character. The Lost is one of my favorite characters to play as because you really can never have a run, especially early, where you feel completely safe. So thanks for the 1-up, and that was a great example of what I was talking about, which is why I brought it up there, is because, you know, as I just said, you can never be completely safe. So we're gonna hold the Chaos card. Thank God for that 1-up, dude. Oh, and thank God for that 1-up, because Jacob's Ladder is the sickest there is. Did I say it's the sickest there is? I said it's the sickest there is. You definitely want Hive Mind as well. It's worth the cost. So we should be crushing it now. We don't want the battery because we don't care. We never want to store a battery charge thanks to Dim Bulb. So, I mean, okay. Brain, I need you to chill out here a little bit. You're making some very, very bad plays. Do not walk into a Mimic. You could have been hit on that room and just not realized it. You gotta slow your roll with respect to that. I actually feel like I've been carried on this run, which is fairly obvious, but I think I've played somewhat badly. So the general game plan here, in my opinion. First off, great name for like a defensive line coach in the NFL. General game plan. But secondly, is to use the Chaos card as late as possible without it dying with us, effectively. So, in a manner of speaking, what I'm effectively getting at is, if we go to the Hush fight, this is the right thing to use on Hush. If we don't, we probably want to try to save it for Blue Baby or Isaac. Little Loki is fine. Dude, Car Battery, Hive Mind, Guppy's Paw, that was close, plus Sack of Sacks is actually killing it. Like, this is... We have more flies than I would ever expect from not being Guppy. Yet I find myself somewhat less confident than maybe I should be, mostly because of the fact that I continue to take damage that's completely... Okay. That's completely unnecessary due to hazards. That there's just no... there's no good Isaac case to be made for taking this hazardous damage willy-nilly. And I'm the guy who's always talking about morale. I don't think morale factors into this. You gotta take it. You gotta take it. No Curse Die. Monstrous Tooth. You don't, in hindsight, have to take it. It turns out that you did not have to take that. The one thing that's bad about Chaos is that it's not get out of jail free. Which means that it's effectively not a teleport card. If we take damage early on a boss fight, could sink us. Probably won't. But it only has to sink us once, you know? For things to go real badly. Continuing to get every single sack that we come across. You know, you're gonna find me being not super diligent about every consumable, but really, really diligent about the sacks, because the battery charges that come out of those... I mean, as far as I'm concerned, 6 flies is 1 free room. So every room, we're almost generating 1 free room. Potato Peeler might kill us, or maybe we can use it infinity number of times. I'm not ready to end the video here to find out one way or the other. Great fight. With Curse of the Unknown, there's no way I'm doing boss rush. Had a feeling we might see Krampus. Krampus has given us Head of Krampus. It's a fairly useless item for us right now, because Guppy's head is so good. Instead, we'll head down to the next floor. And as you might expect, don't get your hopes up about a Delirium kill here. However, this might be the rare Lost plus Hush combo. Simply because the only thing we have to do to kill Hush is kill the first phase. And then land the Chaos shot. If we miss the Chaos shot, we will, like, almost to 100% definitely die. Come on, battery charges. Battery charges help us build the economy here. Don't want that. The fly economy, to be honest with you, I think it matters more than the actual economy. I'm talking about the economy not just of, you know, Canada, but of planet Earth. What has the economy ever done for us? Hey, here's a free car. Courtesy of the economy. I don't think so. You know what the economy does give us, though? Is like a great excuse. And also an easy punchline if we can't think of another way to end a joke. In this economy? Adults. A joke about the economy. With interest rates the way they are, I should be giving this to you. Adulthood. If my throat felt better, I would go into full-blown, like, maniacal laughter. I'm gonna resist, but just imagine that I did and give me the credit for it. So I was taking the Benz into the shop last week, and they said, new floor mats, that'll be $1 million. I said put it on my tab. I don't know what that voice is, but I like it. Okay, we Still got chaos. What do you think? What do you think? I think we should... Ugh. So hilariously, we totally should have taken Curse of the Tower so that we didn't get it later. Now, in the whole Ashton Kutcher butterfly effect universe, might not have made, like, any difference at all. We might have just gotten nothing out of that chest instead, or bombs, rather than something of potential value. But it's still, we would have gotten something different. And that does matter. Our fly economy is screwed, man. By the way, why not take left hand? Dim Bulb is so good. We actually, it's a great run, don't get me wrong, but Dim Bulb is providing a lot of that greatness. Sincerely. I mean, the curse room again. I'll tell you what, I'll see what I get from the boss fight, like if I get a deal with the devil, for example, and then I'll go see if the curse room matters. It could have 2 guppy items in it, admittedly, but I don't like the narrative that the curse room doesn't contain a risk. I think it's actually one of the riskiest runs, or one of the riskiest rooms, I should say, for us to go into, because there's guaranteed 1 damage on the way out. Or at least it's guaranteed to take away a Holy Mantle on the way out, is what I mean to suggest there. But we gotta beat Mom first. Are we going to fight Hush? Right now, I don't see a good reason not to. We should be able to beat the first phase of Hush without getting hit. No deal with the devil means no curse room. And we do have 99 cents and plenty of keys, so I feel like you definitely want to pursue this avenue. And we'll open everything, because there's no reason not to. That could give us more sacks. That can give us nothing, but sure. We definitely do not want Thunder Thighs, so we'll go Little Haunt. We definitely do want Proptosis, so we'll go Proptosis. I don't think we care about Mama Mega. We sort of care about Deep Pockets, maybe, but... we should donate a lot as well. The thing with Mama Mega is... what are we trying to do with it? We're paying 15 cents for nothing. It will do a little bit of damage to the first phase of the Hush. AKA, actually completely meaningless. So don't get hit during the first phase. We can still win after getting hit in the first phase. It would be better not to, though. Dusted, and then the money maker. We did get Proptosis as a result of coming down here, so I think that this was worth it, but a little bit on the, like, not that amazing side, for sure. Well, that's not fair. Proptosis is, like, really good. So I drove with Benza to the dealership the other day. Said, Proptosis, what is this, college? In this economy? Okay, let's... I mean, we should get that. We're gonna have to get it, so easy money. Let's go. Next best card, straight up, it's the Emperor. If we can Emperor, we will... oh, yeah, we should check those. Like, let's not get too lazy here. If we can Emperor, let's just say that our odds of winning the run go up by probably like 90% of whatever chance we have to fail. So if we got a 90% chance to succeed right now, I'd say Emperor takes us to 99. If we got an 80% chance, I'd say Emperor takes us to 98. I hope I said chance to succeed instead of chance to fail there. Otherwise, the analogy was constructed backwards. Because you know why? We get to skip all the rooms like that one that can actually hurt us. Rooms with, you know, these stupid vaginal bomb flies who kick the crap out of you. Explode in your face without you even knowing, you know, what's coming. Chariot card, actually extremely good. If we get hit, we're going to want to pop that Chariot right away. came out phrasing. Easy boss fight, though. The guys. Irrelevant, so we'll just use it. Then head down to the next floor. This is going to be like a 23-minute long boss rush. Or is that not boss rush? Win. That's amazing. If it's a win. And we're going to take all these for certain. Leech is okay. Crooked Penny. Well, Mom's Eye. Pyro. It doesn't double empty chests anymore. But with 3 luck, I got high hopes. This is actually an extremely dumb idea. Remember, we're not generating flies. Guppy's paw, or Guppy, every time. Oh, we should have tried to double it. Guppy's head is the only fly generator. And all of a sudden, we also have 0.58 speed right now. So it's pretty horrible. But we have these chariot cards. I think... Sure, 2 of clubs. Chariot. That's pretty good. Now we get rid of this forever. Guillotine. Mutant Spider. Spoonbender. Spelunker Hand. Now we go with Guppy's Paw. Which is actually Guppy's head, as I've stated a million times accidentally. It got us some items. I don't know if I love them. I might. I mean, homing shot, quad shot. It's a pretty good selection. Guillotine scares me a little bit, as I think it should scare you as well, but... Seems like pretty great, right? I don't even want to know what that was. The fact that it gave me a speed upgrade right off the bat is all I need to know. It's all I need to say that that was an incredibly good get. Just keep moving. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. No, I don't. Well, I don't care. Steam sale's fine. That's Crooked Penny. So we gotta give it up to Crooked Penny. I mean, we did... Not as a result of it, but while having it, we did get a speed downgrade, which is pretty bad. Especially when we've already gotten the speed downgrade, but... We also picked up some pretty solid items as a result of its existence. And I think we're just gonna win here. Which is pretty amazing. That was a 24-minute Lost Run. Thanks for watching. I feel like I'm back in the saddle, even though they did it easily for me there. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.